So a little bit of fuck around and find out today, as we delve into the problem of Nebraska as a microcosm for the United States. There's another creator on here who delves into this very deeply for like 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm going to put her video in the description, because she does a great job. I'm going to try to sum it up a little bit to make it easier to digest. So as we've all known for months, Nebraska is worried about going bankrupt, and many people have projected that it's going to happen in a matter of months. And while many people really don't care because it's a red state and they screwed themselves, we have to understand that this state-level crisis could very quickly be a prototype for what happens to all of us on a federal level. There are many reasons why they have such a huge deficit, but part of it is because not only is Nebraska one of those states that takes more from the federal government than they contribute. You know how Republicans and people on the right love to say that the blue states are the ones taking all the welfare when every single time we show them that it's all the red states? The red states are consistently the poorest and have the highest rate of welfare and food stamps, etc. Well, not only are Republicans and the Doge trying to slash all of those programs for people, but the majority of the people in that state opted for dumpy pants in this recent contest. And more than half of the agricultural workforce in this country are immigrants. So when Dumpy started implementing ICE raids and deporting people, a lot of those migrants in Nebraska just pieced out to a better state, which is causing massive food shortages, but also contributing a lot to their deficit because that's what they mostly produce. So they screwed themselves voting for Republicans who further took away their social programs and took away a lot of their workforce. And it gets even worse because the way they're trying to address this is by using their cash reserves to address the shortfall. So just like every state has cash reserves, Nebraska's going to try to use theirs to address their budget shortfall, which is not going to cover all of it. And since the Republicans are trying to slash all of these benefit programs, that means there's a lot less money in those reserves to go to the actual people, which is just going to further make people poorer while prices go up. So in other words, this is their only plan, and it's not going to work. And this is what we have to think about on a federal level. Because with constipated Caligula and the Republicans attempting to slash all social programs, raising prices, doing trade wars, and devaluing the dollar, not to mention getting rid of a lot of our agriculture workforce, what's happening in Nebraska could easily happen to dozens of states around the country. And the ironic thing is that it's going to hit all the red states first. The red states are the poorest, they take the most in federal subsidies, they have the largest numbers of immigrant workforce, and those are the states that people are going to start moving out of when they can't afford to live there anymore. If they can even afford to leave. This really should have been its own episode of We Told You So. Because by opting for this authoritarian government and empowering the Republicans, Nebraska, and possibly the entire country, no matter how many times they were warned, just screwed itself over.